Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. US President Donald Trump will test his deal-making capabilities on a trip to Asia, a region battered by his hardball trade policies, while doubts hang over his highly anticipated meeting with China's Xi Jinping. Trump is set for a 5-day trip to Malaysia, Japan, and South Korea, his first to the region and longest journey abroad since taking office in January. Separately, the Trump administration has prepared additional sanctions it could use to target key areas of Russia's economy if President Vladimir Putin continues to delay ending Moscow's war in Ukraine. US officials have also told European counterparts that they support the EU using frozen Russian assets to buy US weapons for Kyiv. And Washington has held nascent internal conversations about leveraging Russian assets held in the US to support Ukraine's war effort. Meanwhile, one person has been killed and 10 others injured in Kyiv after Russian missiles and drones hit sites in Ukraine overnight. An official says the attack resulted in broken windows, damaged cars, and a crater in the courtyard of a residential building. The attacks also set off multiple fires and damaged a kindergarten. Ukraine's Air Force downed 4 of 9 missiles and 50 of 62 drones launched in the attacks across Ukraine. Top economic officials from the US and China have kick-started talks in Kuala Lumpur to avert an escalation of their trade war and ensure that a meeting happens next week between US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping. The talks on the sidelines of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit will chart a path forward after Trump threatened new 100% tariffs on Chinese goods and other trade curbs starting on November 1st. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has said that Canada stands ready to resume trade talks with the United States that President Donald Trump halted over an anti-tariff advertisement issued by Ontario's provincial government. Trump terminated the talks on Thursday over the video which used Republican icon former President Ronald Reagan saying, "Tariffs cause trade wars and economic disaster." In a late-night social media post, Trump called the ad fraudulent. The US has imposed sanctions on Colombian President Gustavo Petro as President Donald Trump sharply escalated a feud with Washington's longtime Latin American ally over accusations that Petro has refused to stop the flow of cocaine into the United States. The US military has ratcheted up activity in the southern Caribbean, striking vessels in international waters that it has alleged, without evidence, are carrying drugs. In other news, the Louvre Museum has transferred some of its most precious jewels to the Bank of France after an audacious daylight heist last week exposed the famed museum's security vulnerability. The transfer of some precious items from the museum's Apollo Gallery was carried out under secret police escort. And Audrey Eckert from Nebraska has been named Miss USA as the scandal-hit annual pageant returns under new ownership. The 22-year-old digital safety advocate beat 50 other contestants to claim the crown. The event capped almost 18 months of turbulence for the long-running contest, which underwent an acrimonious change in leadership following the resignation of Miss USA 2023 amid allegations of mistreatment. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.